Las Vegas at Denver. Denver's a 2.5 point favorite. Look, this is a spot where we should probably want to fade the home division favorite.
Yes.
I've said this a bunch of times. What's weird to me is we both talked about this on Sunday. It was a 2.5. It's the game we wanted to bet at 2.5. This number went down to 2, but then all of a sudden yesterday it went up to 2.5, and then it was at 3. And I don't understand. Now it's back down to 2.5. I don't understand why it went up to 3 and why the wise guys aren't pouring in on this game because I think I still love the Raiders here.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a view of it. The vibes might be horrible in Las Vegas and what's going on with all the injuries there. So I'm sure you saw this morning. Devontae Adams is getting asked all these questions by Kay Adams. It's like, why is your coach liking posts about you being traded? Have you heard anything from the team? And now Adam Schefter is reporting that apparently this team's exploring trade options for Devontae Adams. So, maybe this guy's a cancer and he's helping drag this team down this week. And that's what guys are thinking. It's like, well, I don't want to bet this team with all this turmoil going on where they're trying to trade their number one receiver. I kind of look at the other way. It's like he didn't play last week and the offense – they seem like they moved the ball pretty well, right? And obviously they'd be better if he was in there, but they're not totally reliant on him. I think me and you, the biggest reason we want to take this is we're getting to fade Bo Nix as a favorite.
Yes.
Like automatically.
That to me was it.
Right. Already where it's like we want to be on divisional dogs in the first place. Now you mix in that it's a rookie QB favorited. It's the same reason we kind of like the Panthers. It's like, as much as respect we want to give to these rookies, all three of them are favored right now this week. And it's like, that usually does not bode well for a bunch of rookies. And the only one we're really terrified to fade is the best looking one, right? Jaden Daniels. And the other two, I think we're both in the same mentality of like, yeah, I'll take that +3 on the Raiders. I'll take that +2.5. So it's another bet where I bet it. No need to put any more on it if you've already bet it. Let's wait and see if Max Crosby's back, like what the injury report is for this upcoming week for this Raiders team. But this is a game I was like, this is probably gonna be one of me and Chad's 5. Now, if this gets up to 3.5, and we can put in our contest at that number, this is a no-brainer play if we're catching over 3 against Bo Nix in a divisional game. So yeah, this is a game I really like. Only fear is we don't really know what's going on with health-wise of this Raiders team.
I'll be very interested to see what the sharp calls are here because this also might end up being a foxhole. Like you and I just might be liking the Raiders and everyone else might be seeing something. And it's not about the Broncos offense. It's really about, is their defense better than people think? I
Broncos do have a
love,
really good pass rush. I'll say,
yeah,
thanks for bringing that up. They do have some
yeah.
dogs up front.
They've got like their defense is much, much better than I think people are giving them credit for. And it's why they've been able to stay in games against the Seahawks. It's why they were able to stay in the game against the Jets and ultimately win that game. Obviously, the weather helped. But when you've got a quarterback who is, by the way, having the worst outing in a game since 1965, he had a whopping 60 yards and averaged 2.4 yards per pass, the third lowest average YPA by any quarterback with 25 or more passes in modern history in the
Uh,
Super Bowl
I
era.
love him. And guess what? You're only 4 wins away for Denver hitting their win total over. So, yeah, that was a pretty big win last week.
We love us some Sean Payton.